Hey, Good Fox here. Today we're going to go through my proposed ratings for MUT 16 on quarterbacks. You know, the pretty boys. The ones that are most important to their team's success. So we're going to start off by looking at MUT 15 rankings for these quarterbacks. You know, Peyton Manning was number 1, Aaron Rodgers number 2, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. A little bit of turnover. I mean, some guys went up, some guys went down, but nothing crazy like the middle linebacker rankings. Quarterbacks tend to stay pretty consistent from year to year. Just some minor adjustments based on the performances last year. The only complicating factor in this is EA's draft champions came out at E3, and there was a lot of screenshots and ratings of them. I put EA's draft champions ratings on the screen here. As you see, Randall Cunningham was seen in E3 at rated 92, and he's going to be a legend next year. And on down. So these ratings that they have are a little different than last year's ratings. So I don't know. I didn't say my sponsor before I get into this. Sorry, guys. My sponsor is my most prized possession. The EpiPen my friend gave me when he died. It seemed very important that I have it. So, yeah. Where was I? The EA Draft Champions ratings. I compiled my ratings, and then I went back and looked at this Mutthead post that this guy put this together on, and I compared the two, and they are very similar. So my ratings basically take MUT 15 overalls and then place new players into those overalls and move players up and down based on how they deserved it. But, EA's under no such restrictions. I just do it for consistency's sake. It looks like EA has increased the stats overalls on the top quarterbacks and decreased slightly on those, 80s, 81s, or 80s basically. But yeah, so moving on to my proposed MUT 16 ratings. I mean, I have Aaron Rodgers at number 1, and so does EA. I mean, clearly, undoubtedly, the number 1 passer in the league right now. I mean, in MUT 16, you should have good throwing stats and mobility. Basically, mobile like my Walmart scooter. Ben Roethlisberger, I have rated 2. EA has it rated a little lower based on draft champions. Ben Roethlisberger had the 3rd highest passer rating behind Rodgers and Romo last year. He's got a big, strong arm with good throw on the run. Drew Brees, I have 3rd. He should have the highest accuracy of any passer in MUT 16. Basically perfect for a short passing game and playing long darts. Tom Brady, another accurate pocket passer. Most great quarterbacks nowadays are pocket passers. A couple of them can run a little bit like Rodgers and Luck. So with these pocket passers at the top of the ratings, I mean, if EA goes along the same lines I go to, enjoy the lack of rollouts while it lasts. Because just wait until Wilson or Newton or one of those mobile quarterbacks has a marginally good week. They'll get a Team of the Week card, and then we'll see the rollouts really get going. Tony Romo's next at 87. He only had 10 drop balls last year from his wide receivers, tight ends, etc. That's fewer drop balls in a 5th grade class. I mean, there are other leaders like Brady, Rodgers, Brees, Luck, many others all had over 30 drops. So the fact that Romo's receivers held onto the ball really kind of helped him out. So I gave him an 87. Next on the list, Peyton Manning at 95. He should have low throw power but amazing accuracy. Very similar to Brees. But yeah, lower power than Brees though. So I wouldn't ask Peyton Manning to toss a remote. He'll probably, underthrow it and hit you in the nuts. Phillip Rivers. He had a great year last year in California. Unlike those other Rivers in that state. Russell Wilson, 84 also. I felt bad. He shouldn't lose rating points from last year. But Roethlisberger and Romo had better years, and they should be rated higher than him. But yeah, I can see him being up there near 87 again like he was last year because EA loves their mobile quarterbacks. 84, Andrew Luck. Man, it's tough. This is the first list that I thought last year's ratings won't work for this current year. Like all the other ones, I could make it fit and be pretty close, but there are a lot of good quarterbacks. I think some of them need to be boosted up higher. I mean, I would have had Aaron Rodgers up a point or two. Roethlisberger up a point. Breeze, Brady, Romo all up a point. Peyton Manning 1. I probably would have put Brady, Romo, and Breeze up 2 points, actually. Wilson, Luck should be higher. But anyways, I'm rambling. This Luck, he's a great quarterback. You could flip the ratings on him and Peyton Manning, who's at 85, just like the Colts flipped Manning for Luck earlier. So on to the next one, Cam Newton, 83 overall. I could see him higher, just to give a better rating to a mobile quarterback. Nothing runs like a train except Cam Newton. He is a big, powerful man. Matt Ryan, 82 overall. He was the 5th best passer last year according to Pro Football Focus. He should be higher rated, but those mobile quarterbacks stole his milkshake. Joe Flacco had a good year last year too. 2nd most drop passes behind Andrew Luck in the league. That contract, that he signed that's so huge, it really hurt his public perception. Like the clothes I wear will hurt mine. See if Joe Flacco can keep up his stellar play. Ryan Tannehill, good year last year with Jarvis Landry. Coming on strong. And they added Jordan Cameron and Devontae Parker here this offseason. That should really help him climb that Tannehill. That's a bad pun. It's Matthew Stafford, 81. Great arm. I loved that throw power at the beginning of the year. He was my quarterback for a little while, quite early. Until I ditched him for Style Manning like I ditched my last car. Into the ditch. Eli Manning, he's pretty average, but he is fairly consistent from year to year. Fairly, I'd say. He's better some years than others. I think he should have a good year next year if the cover athlete doesn't get cursed. Teddy Bridgewater's next at 80. Really came into his own as a rookie. He does need to improve his accuracy a little to step up to the next level. He's looking like a great pick by Minnesota there late in the first round. Unlike the pick Minnesotans made to live in that state. Alex Smith, 80 overall. He isn't too much to get excited about. He's like the deli meat of quarterbacks. Carson Palmer, 80. Fair year. My excitement for him couldn't get much calmer. Notable exceptions I left off the list. Colin Kaepernick, Jay Cutler, RG3, Jeff Toole, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Andy Dalton. Those all should be just under 80. The rookies. Jameis Winston. Last year I was looking at, ratings from last year, and they really do rookies pretty poorly. And Bortles got a 69 overall in MUT for his card last year in the base set. But I think Winston, is rated a little bit higher than that by the scouts. So EA, I think, will give him some respect and give him like a 75. Marcus Mariota as a number 2 pick. I personally think he's better than Winston. But as a number 2, he gets a 74. I think Winston has a really good chance of being a bust. And I do like Mariota. I mean, he just had phenomenal stats in college, and they seem to ignore all of Winston's interceptions when they picked him number 1 overall. Going on to the other ones, Bryce Petty. Then he's next for Petty, Garrett Grayson, Brett Hundley, Sean Mannion. They're all about the same skill level according to the scouts, so I just rated them about the same. Maybe a little high. But, and then Trevor Siemian was also drafted late, so I gave him a 59. Well, anyways, this quarterback list, up and down, it's pretty much, I thought it was the easiest one to rank. Probably because we talk about quarterbacks so much. Didn't have to do too much research. I had to look at some of the stats, but, it's pretty easy to tell who the good quarterbacks are in the league. They're the ones with the most stats on them, and talked about the most by ESPN and Talking Heads. Oh, I didn't get into legends or flashback. The legends I want next year are quarterback: Brett Favre, Terry Bradshaw, Johnny Unitas, Doug Flutie, Donovan McNabb, and Fran Tarkenton. Brett Favre has been requested by so many people. If they could get Favre, they would. But yeah, Doug Flutie would be fun to play with, a little small guy running around back there flinging things. All right, that's it. Let me know what you guys think of the ratings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.